What's your anniversary?
There we go. There we go.
Like, I don't know when to switch it on, so.
And their number is 602-433-7000.
Talking into it.
And a big thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring this morning's KRIM Community Spotlight program. Good morning, all you lovely people out there in RIM country. Whether you're listening on the radio or watching us on our KRIM radio Facebook page, hope you're having a wonderful Thursday morning, but as we like to call it here, Friday Eve. It is Friday Eve.
Friday Eve.
That is right. Tomorrow is Friday, but today is Friday Eve. Well, and this morning on our Community Spotlight program, we're going to be talking about a wonderful group of people here in Payson that are helping to keep Payson clean. And that is the name of the group as well. Can't get any simpler than that. Keep Payson Clean. We have founder Jesse Berry and his partner in crime. He's
Sidekick.
Yeah, sidekick. Batman Robin. Yeah, no, his sidekick, youth pastor at Mountain Bible, Daniel Newberry. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
So, we have to start off because there could be a few people in Payson that aren't familiar with Keep Payson Clean. So, the name pretty much says it all. The mission is picking up trash in Payson and the surrounding communities, the areas, just to make Payson as clean and beautiful as we can.
Yeah, and the overall mission is make Payson the cleanest town in the United States of America. You go on the sites and look up where's the cleanest place to live. Payson, Arizona is just at the top of all of them. And it's about a kind of a shift in mindset. If you want to clean up all of the trash, you also have to change the mindset that put the trash out there. So it really is this overall mission to get each other thinking and being aware of our town and thinking about how beautiful it is and wanting to keep and sustain that beauty. So yeah, keep it simple, keep it clean.
Yeah.
Well, and so it does go a lot deeper then, and there's a lot more to it than just picking up the trash.
Yeah.
I know I've been out at a couple events, and there's other people listening and watching that have been out there. A lot of people now have joined in at different times with different events. And want to just mention the big event here, the kickoff for the season, coming up Saturday, April 20th.
Yeah.
And that, where are the locations, the times on that?
All right, so if you go on to Just Serve and
Okay.
look up the Payson area, Keep Payson Clean will have a few sites that you can log into or that you can sign up and register under. Two of those sites are going to be combined over at the event center, so that's going to be for the reservation and for the town. They'll be combining forces to clean up the side of the highway over there, clean up around the event center, and take care of that land out there. The other one is going to be the Star Valley Disaster Relief Zone. So we had the tornado come through a few months ago, and the community came out in force to help people out, clean things up real quickly. But there's still some pretty large sheet metal pieces, different pieces of houses up on the hill there. So we've partnered with the mayor of Star Valley and the Forest Service to clean up those sites. So that will have, those sites will be cutting up metal and taking all of that metal out of the mountains and putting it in some trash cans.
Nice, and that is Mayor Bobby Davis down there
Yes,
in
sir.
Star Valley, great guy. And I just pulled up the justserve.org website. It's very easy in the search bar, as you said, just put in Payson.
Yep.
And then if you scroll down just a little bit, you see the 3 events: Keep Payson Clean, Earth Day, Event Center, Trail Cleanup. So as you said, that's out there, the Tonopatchee Reservation and the Event Center, that area, you can sign up for that area. Or west side of Highway 87.
Yep.
That's the next area. And then the third area, as you said, Star Valley Disaster Relief. So those are the 3 areas that you can sign up for. And a big part of this also is about community. You, when you started this, you wanted to get the community together, not only just picking up trash, making Payson the cleanest town in America, but also getting people together to get to know each other better,
Yeah.
to get to talk, to fellowship, to just have a great time together.
Right? So how do we get to this? How do we get to this level of Payson being the cleanest town in the United States?
Yeah.
It's by creating community that really loves to get together and tackle something that might not be the most fun. Yeah, we're asking to come and pick up trash, but it's like, come and spend 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever extra time you have, and then let us feed you. We have food for 500 people set up and ready to go for the April 20th event, so we'll all be meeting back at Rumsey Park at the big Ramada next to the skate park. We also have a 4-piece bluegrass band.
Nice.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So cool. And we have over $1,000 in raffle items right now.
Yeah.
High school kids, middle school, to the youth, we have a PS5, we have Oakley sunglasses, we have vouchers for restaurants around town, some t-shirts and whatnot. We're really trying to make this as fun as possible for people. So it's not just picking up trash. It's like, let's be a community that has fun and focuses on the important stuff together, you know? So
Yeah, I messed up. I should have worn my t-shirt today because I ordered one. I got one.
All right.
I wore it actually over the weekend, and some people commenting said, "Hey, what's that? What's that?" I'm like, "Hey, 420 Saturday,
Yeah.
420. Keep Payson Clean. Come on out."
That's
and
right.
so yeah, now Daniel, you have been part of this really from the beginning, huh? Kind
Yeah.
of working with Jesse on this and involving your youth group.
Yeah, I think this is just an awesome opportunity to inspire the next generation to take pride in their hometown. We believe, as Jesse has said so many times, we believe in the community coming together. You see success when people are unified, and we want to show the next generation, hey, we find more success when we come together and focus our efforts on something as opposed to being divided and angry with one another about how to handle situations. And so we're really hoping that this idea of Keep Payson Clean can really be something that the youth of Payson buy into, and as they eventually become the leaders of this town, they take pride in Payson and really pursue that mission of making it the cleanest city in America, but also having that mindset of how can I bring this into every other area of my own life.
And I think a real big part of this is you're serving. You're serving.
Yes.
You're serving because I would venture to say the people that are volunteering, that are out there picking up, are not the ones putting the trash on the ground.
Most often.
No, and so have you heard any of the kids when they're out there? Well, wait, I didn't throw this out here. I
Right.
didn't do this. Why
Right.
am I picking it up?
Yeah.
That's kind of, the mentality in
Yeah.
our society.
That's the
has.
initial, yeah, those are the initial questions or comments when I tell them, hey, this is what we're doing on April 20th, and they're like, wait, we didn't throw that trash out there, why do we gotta go pick it up? But the moment we get out there at past events, they get really, really excited. That once they start picking up trash and they start seeing the change happen, and they realize I can be part of the change in my community. That just, honestly, I've seen kids get really excited about it. We've had several kids who keep coming back to every single event, and they're just really passionate about it. I'm at a point where I don't even have to ask a lot of kids to show up, they just start coming.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. And also another component of this is, just as you pointed out, they're making a difference.
That's
They're
right.
making a difference in their community.
Yes.
They can see
Mhm.
the difference that they made that day
Mhm.
when they picked up that trash, how it looked before they were there, and now how it looks after they've done that.
Yeah, and like you said, this is going out and serving. I think what we're showing the kids is, hey, you don't start to have an impact once you become the person in charge. You start to have an impact the moment you're willing to go out and serve everyone else. It's that humble mindset that Keep Payson Clean is really emphasizing as well.
And there's another level to this too. We have this really messed up world right now, and if you turn on the news, it feels like there is an unending list of things that is just raining down on you.
That's right.
Can you imagine being a youth in a world where every single day we see 9/11 type tragedies going on around the world? How defeating that must feel for you, and like, how am I gonna make a difference, and how am I supposed to change the whole world around me? If I was like graduating from high school, I was in middle school at this point, and I saw all that was going on, I would probably have my mental health being impacted in a huge way as well. So what this does is it takes that feeling of powerlessness and puts the power back into people's hands.
Yes.
The youth can feel that. They can say, oh, I can make a difference. It doesn't have to be this big grand thing that changes the entire world. I can make a difference right here, a small one in my community, and then let that expand outwards. So love what you can, help what you can, clean what you can, and then let that expand outwards as you focus your attention and your awareness in that direction. So I think that this is an incredible opportunity for helping the mental health of our youth and giving the power back to them to say, you know what, I don't have to go along with all of the division that just separates everybody. I can just focus on the things that pull people together and really make a difference in my community. And I'm going to start there. And then they learn those skills, and then they can take those skills elsewhere in life. You know, they can graduate with a sense of purpose and know, you know what, no matter what I do, I know that I can do what I can to make it the best at whatever I'm doing. So, and I think that's a really awesome perspective to see.
Yeah, and I think whether it's youth, adults, it's very easy for us to be consumed or focused on what's happening in the world around us, all that negativity, and become depressed. It's depressing. It's depressing. So also, getting out and picking up trash, I can think of a few things I want you to share how that helps not being depressed, a person not being depressed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you're out picking up trash, what are the things that contribute to, I mean, a person, if they are feeling depressed or down, discouraged, you know, what are the things, being outside, making a difference, having an impact, contributing, communicating with other people, because isolation is a big part of depression when you're just in your own thoughts and you're not with other people. So there's so many components of this. It, you know, seems pretty basic and simple. Keep Payson Clean, pick up trash. But I mean, all of the impact it has for all these other reasons is big.
It's huge. I think some of the most profound aspects of life are the most simple ones as well. You know, we've overcomplicated the world, and what we're finding out is it's the simple aspects of life that make it so beautiful, make it such a joy to be in. And you hit it on the head. It's the vitamin D. It's the socializing, because we are social beings that want to connect with the world around us. It is giving a piece of yourself to something higher than yourself. So getting out of your mind and giving yourself the ability to come back and be present in the world around you. We're all distracted. We're all out here in the future or living in the past based off of our memories. And what picking up trash does is it says, there's some trash right there. And then you go and pick it up, and you hear the sound of picking up the trash. You hear the sound of the birds in the trees and the wind blowing through. You feel the sunlight and the wind on your body and on your skin. And you come alive in the process because you are living. You are here right now instead of pretending to be alive somewhere in your imagination somewhere else. So I think it's incredible, the bringing back to the present moment, putting you in the now, letting you feel the elements of the world that we live in. We get blessed every single day to wake up, breathe, and make a difference in this world. And we are going to feel depressed if we're not living up to that, if we're not putting ourselves in a place to make a difference and feel and experience the world that we get to wake up and live.
Amen. If you're just tuning in, talking with Jesse Berry and Daniel Newberry of Keep Payson Clean, and it made me, when you were talking just then, Jesse, it made me think of the weekend and the couple topics that you had, you know, since you've done the weekend, Daniel, the youth camp, you know, here in Payson. Last year, I think it was depression was the topic.
We were focusing on depression and anxiety and honestly self-harm.
Yeah, and you know, this can help. I mean, probably a lot of what you talked about and shared with the youth. I remember you saying that adults that, you know, heard said, hey, can you maybe do something for adults as well? Because it isn't just youth. But
we sometimes say that the issues that youth are struggling with are just for youth, but I think a lot of times adults are struggling with almost the exact same things, and we're just big kids. In all
Yeah,
honesty, all of us are
Just guys.
right?
I mean, that's the truth.
We're still struggling with all the same stuff we were when we were in high school. Okay, we're just doing it in adult bodies.
Yeah, we're just adulting now.
Right,
But, yeah. And then this year, the focus or the topic, I believe, was being present with God, being able to have a close relationship, spending quality time with God, not just kind of that superficial time like we tend to do with social media. How we're just kind of like a zombie, or just kind of like going through, stuff and engaging every so often, but to be present. And that's when you said, Jesse, present. I think, being outside, picking up trash, doing this, it's just one way that you can be present. And we need that. We need that if during the course of the day, most of our time, we're not really present.
Well, and back to what Jesse was saying about, imagine being someone who, a youth, but honestly I think really anyone of any age, on social media, constantly taking in the tragedies of the world around us. We live in a world now where information is constantly available to us all over the world. And what we're doing on our phones, if all we're doing is spending time inside on our phones, taking in all that information, is we're taking community events and bringing them into one person and then making it just about ourselves. And I think that kind of contributes to isolation and depression. And the goal of things like Keep Payson Clean is to say, all right, now instead of taking the community and bringing it into just you, how about you take you and bring you into the community? And the thing you can change right around you. Put away constantly taking in all the negativity and instead go out and be a part of that positive change. Not to put blame on us at all for being a part of that, but rather saying, hey, the world can be okay. The world can be a better place. It's just a matter of you going out and just picking up a piece of trash off the sidewalk. That's where it begins.
And I think we focus on the youth because we understand how much the youth teach us. So, when we go about creating a town and we think about what our youth need, we will create for them, but we will get to experience the benefits of those things as well. And so by teaching high schoolers and younger the importance of going out and being aware of their community, picking up trash, they're going to go home and talk to their parents about that. And then when they talk to their parents about that, their parents are going to become curious. And as your kids become more curious in something, don't you become more curious in something as a parent? You say, why are you so curious about that? And then you go out and experience that with your child at one of our events. Wow, this is like a holistic, my whole family can feel really good. And another reason that I think this is so important is because what do we turn into busy people as adults, and we don't have time for things anymore. I don't have time for this because I have kids. I don't have time for this because the family, the job, this, that, and the other. Okay, bring your kids too and show them how awesome it is and lead by example and show them how to do this. Show them how to create the time for this. Show them how important it is to you as well, and have this value that you can share together that is really unifying as a whole. So.
And watching this morning on our live stream, Cassie Lyman with Lyman Ranches, and she said, worth supporting this cause, exclamation point. It really is. And man, again, it's the event, the kickoff event, big cleanup kickoff event, is April 20th, and it starts at 8:30, goes to 11:30, but then afterwards, there's a big community gathering. Everyone that has been out there cleaning up at one of the locations is invited to come to Rumsey Park, Ramada 5. There's going to be food out there, prizes that will be given away, and just a bunch of fellowship, and talking about what's going on in your lives, what's happening, the cleanup, and again, there's 3 different locations. And if you go to justserve.org, you can sign up for those locations. When you go to justserve.org, type in Payson in the search bar, and the 3 events will come up, the 3 locations. and they are at the Event Center Trail Cleanup, and that's over at the Payson Multi-Event Center and with the reservation over there, their property, the west side of Highway 87, and then down in Star Valley for the disaster relief down there. That tornado that came through, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And, you know, blew a bunch of debris back in the forest. So that'll be another cleanup area down there. So really encourage you, and it doesn't matter, you know, ages, bring, like Jesse said, children. You don't want to have, obviously, you know, toddlers out there. I mean, they're usually making the mess, no?
We actually have a site, and
Like toddler
this is
cleanup?
news. We have a site that we're gonna open up for youth, that's gonna be more youth related. So,
Okay.
Walmart, north of Walmart, on that road there that goes
Okay.
back behind Walmart and
Malibu.
then into the woods back
Yeah,
there.
Malibu, yeah.
So there's the Walmart Hill, and then there's all of that terrain back there.
Yeah, yeah.
We're opening that up as a fourth site. I'm not gonna have it be a sign-up site, but this is the one that I'm presenting to the high school, middle school, elementary schools. So all of the families should go out that direction. We'll have a dumpster, porta potties over there as
Okay.
well. And so that'll be a more family-friendly area. And
Okay.
I ask with that, please, 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 don't pick up needles and don't pick up glass. There is plenty of other trash bags and whatnot
Gotcha.
that you should be picking up with your family. Just want to keep people as safe as possible. We have the ability to go out with sharp boxes and pick needles up. We'll focus on those kinds of things just to prevent anybody from getting accidentally stuck by a needle or something. Also, if you see a camp, just avoid it, you know. It's
Yeah.
best that you stay away from those. We have training to talk to people. And we usually do it as a group together. We're usually not taking it solo, and we've had a lot of experience with talking to the homeless too, so.
And this is my advice. I'm just going to put it out there because it needs to be said. When you find the bottles and it looks like there's iced tea in the bottle, it's not iced tea. Don't pour it out. That's
Please
the worst
don't open
thing.
it.
Keep the lid on and just put it in the bag.
Yeah.
Do
there
not
you go.
pour it out.
There you go.
I've had a couple friends that, you know, thought they were doing the right thing, and it's not the right thing. Just
do it.
keep it closed.
Oh, man.
So that is my advice.
That's good advice.
Yeah,
That is sound advice.
It is sound advice, and you know what? Some people would maybe tiptoe around that and not want to come out and say it, but I'm going to
The
because
mayor's public service
it's my
announcement.
PSA. There it is. Yes, it's not iced tea. Keep the lid on. So, yeah, that's almost inevitable. You're gonna come across that.
Yeah,
So
100%.
it happens. Again, yeah, Keep Payson Clean. Just an amazing group, amazing movement. I think you know, community. It's a community here in Payson of people that come together and want to make Payson cleaner. Payson, yes,
Payson Basin.
Yeah. So keep it cleaner, but also you know, they want that time, you know, to be together, to get to know their neighbors better, and just have that time together, doing something productive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I think you know, having the youth out there. So if are there other groups, other youth groups, or people that have, you know, been involved, have come out and
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen a few from, I know Young Life has joined us a few times, and
on a
we've,
bar?
yeah, and we've extended that invitation out to all the other youth groups in town, and so we're planning on seeing several different groups getting involved. Actually, the amount of people we have seen getting involved has just
Yeah.
been tremendous, and with the last several months, we haven't been doing any events because of the weather, but we've seen so many people on the Facebook page just saying, hey, I'm going out to such and such area to clean
Yeah.
up, who wants to join me? And a few hours later, we see photos posted of 5 or 6 people that we didn't organize that, they just went out and did it themselves, so
Yeah.
we're seeing a lot of people jump in and get involved.
Well, and I know one of the people that has been involved, Hoyt Scabelin, and
Yeah.
CEO of Banner Payson Regional Medical Center, and he even said, you know, something that he's, I don't know if he started doing it, he's been doing it for a while, but out on walks, out on daily walks, takes a Walmart bag with him and just picks up, you know, some trash, fills up the Walmart bag,
Yeah.
throws it in his trash can when he gets home.
Yeah.
But I think more and more people are doing that.
Yeah.
just, taking a little bag with them. Hey, see a few things, picking them up, and it all makes a difference.
It's all it takes. Just take a little grocery bag with you. They say that if you want to drink more water, carry a water bottle with you. If you want to make the land around you cleaner and nicer, carry a bag with you, and just give yourself the tools and the opportunity to pick it up. And the easiest way is, and Hoyt did say that he started doing that since Keep Payson Clean started going, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I love the sentiment, and he said that he over the course of a week he did this and filled up half of his trash can just with Walmart bags. It's not a whole lot, per day, but man, it adds up. And just a little fact about the trash that's along our highways and in our towns. There is if every single person in the United States went out and picked up 152 pieces of trash, that is not a lot. You can do that in 5 minutes if you are moving. And if everybody picked up 152 pieces of trash, there would be nothing afterwards.
Wow.
We would be back to perfection. What is the moral of that story? More hands make less time. So the more people we can get out, then we can actually clean up our entire town in an hour. And that's the whole thing. We're meeting once a month for 1 hour. If we can get 5,000 people to go out, you will notice the difference. And when we say, oh, it's people coming from out of town, oh, we didn't throw this trash on the ground. Okay, doesn't matter, it's still here.
That's right.
And if we really weren't the ones doing it, if we really had our town in perfection, do you think people driving through would be as prone to throw it out of the window? Or does trash beget trash? And because people see it on the ground already, okay, what's another piece? What's another piece? If we get this place to perfect, we'll have some room to talk, we'll have some room to educate people, and we'll have some room to say, oh, maybe it's not us. But for now, who knows? Take responsibility, pick it up, and help out your neighbor if it wasn't you.
Oh yeah. So again, Keep Payson Clean, their kickoff event, big kickoff event for the year, Saturday, April 20th. Go to justserve.org to get signed up. Just type Payson in. You'll see the 3 locations. And there's actually a 4th location. It's not going to be listed on justserve.org. But that 4th location, if you have children, youth, then you want to go just north of Walmart. It's Malibu that runs on the north side of Walmart along the hill. And back there, there'll be an area for cleanup. And also bags, obviously provided, pickers provided as well. I just went and bought a picker too.
Nice.
Walmart has the nice one
They
with
do.
the suction cups, like those
Right.
black suction cups.
That's the one I've got.
That's what you
Good
got?
Good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
just on pro now. Yeah, but you don't have to go buy one. They will be provided.
Yeah.
It's recommended just gloves. Bring some gloves if you have them, because if the picker-upper can't get it and you don't want to touch it, then you want to have the gloves on.
And we'll have nitro gloves, but if you want some sturdy ones, I would bring them yourself. And yeah, we've got the grabbers, we've got water, we've got bags and everything. So we're really trying to make this as easy as possible for people to just say, oh wait, I'm passing by, let me just drop in for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, so.
And then afterwards, if you're able, you're really encouraged to come out to Rumsey Park, Ramada 5. That's the big Ramada right there by the softball field or baseball field across from the library. So the big Ramada, come out, get some food, enter to win some great prizes. Again, Jesse mentioned a PS5. So
How do you enter into that? You take a picture of you filling up a bag of trash at the cleanup and put that on our Facebook or email it to us. And the email is on the Facebook, on the flyers, it's on our website, everywhere. So,
nice.
but you need to take a picture and then send that in to us. We're trying to grow, so if you can help us grow, we will get you into that raffle. And
is it right? It's an entry for every bag?
every bag.
Whoa.
Do not take a picture of the same bag in
Right.
multiple locations. Jesus is watching
That's
you.
right.
Just
But yes, take a picture of each bag, and for every bag you post, you'll get a raffle ticket, and your chances of winning that PS5 or those Oakley sunglasses goes up. Also, I just want to clarify, you don't have to be at the cleanup to come and get food.
That's right.
You don't have to be at the cleanup to come. So many people have said, I'm going to be working. Okay. Well, at lunch, come get some free food from us, all right?
Yeah.
Like, come be a part of the community. It's completely free to show up and eat. It's completely free to show up and listen to live music. It's completely free to come and be a part of the community. The only thing that you have to be at the event for is to get into the raffle, and that's by taking a picture. So
Nice. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming on this morning. Jesse Berry, Daniel Newberry with Keep Payson Clean, and hope to see everyone out there Saturday, April 20th, 8:30 to 11:30. Again, just go to justserve.org and you can see the 3 different locations. There is the 4th location that is just north of Walmart for families and for youth. So thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for listening and watching. And it's time to get back to the music with some Frey, Rolling Stones, Jimi Hendrix, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service.
So
See you guys.
Pleasure, Chris.